Welcome back, Mohawk Nation. You have been co-opted by Gary Franchi. That's me. I'm filling in for Tony Styles this week on the Tony Styles Show. Go to the Tony Styles website for great editorials, TonyStyles.com. Also, be sure to sign up for Tony's email newsletter. I'm a subscriber. I get all the emails. I enjoy reading them. Lots of valuable information, unlike some other newsletters I've received. This one actually has content worth reading. And by signing up, you become eligible. This is great. You become eligible for a free Tony Styles t-shirt. I have one, and I use it to wash my dog. I use it to wipe my child. I have a son. He's turning 2. It works as a great reusable diaper. You can wear it. You can use it as a doormat. You can dry yourself with it when you get out of the shower. There's a lot of applications that you can use a Tony Styles t-shirt for. They are also for sale at TonyStyles.com. Everything you need to know about why America is so messed up and what you can do to take action about the problems in this country right there on TonyStyles.com. Tony's team puts up a new editorial each week that goes along with the program. Tony's team, I work with them, some of the best guys in the industry. I'm Gary Franchi. You're listening to the Tony Styles Show. Let's go back to that interview with Amber Lyon. How does this affect your overall perspective, your overall view of the corporate media, of the mainstream media?
In general, I've realized that I'm moving on in my career. I've spent the past 10 years working in the mainstream and have felt some bit of censorship at every outlet I've worked at. And I realized in the end that the problem is that just like you say, it's corporate media. There aren't many journalists running these outlets, so decisions aren't being made on the value of the public's need to know and the value of the story. Decisions instead are mostly focusing on financial issues or other issues beyond that. And so that's dangerous to journalism, because we're supposed to, across the board, just give people the truth and the information that they need, and that's not happening in a lot of these corporate outlets. So I've come to the conclusion after fighting for 10 years to get things to change from inside. That's what I thought I could do, to realizing that the only way to compete is to try to do something new and then get enough viewers through that, because I don't feel like it's possible anymore to change the corporate media from inside. I think the way the system's set up, it will never be able to do pure journalism and investigative reports.
One last question. I want to give you the last word, because right now we're seeing the drums of war begin to pound in Iran. We're seeing American military advisors being dispatched to Jordan to address the Syrian situation. How does coverage in Bahrain compare to coverage of other authoritarian governments at this time?
Well, it just shows you the hypocrisy in the corporate press, because they're every day saying, oh, look how bad Iran is, and we care about human rights, so we should go into Iran and get rid of Ahmadinejad. But the same thing is happening in Bahrain at our naval base, and the U.S. is enabling that. So the fact that the corporate press is jumping on the same bandwagon as the U.S. government really shows you that they're not being objective here. Because if they were being objective, they would also be raising heck about the situation in Bahrain to the same level that they'd be complaining about what's happening in Iran and Syria, because the crimes happening in Bahrain are equally as horrific.
Amber Lyon, amazing revelations about how the media manipulates the public in favor of the state. It's really a tragedy that's taking place in this country. But I'm glad that outlets like this exist, where we can put out real information to the American people to correct the wrongs of the manipulated, corporate-controlled, spoon-fed media. Now, if you like this show, if you like me, if you like the interviews I've conducted, be sure to go to nextnewsnetwork.com. That's my website. You can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and also YouTube. That's where all of our videos are posted. That's where our exclusive interviews are posted. Go to our website again, nextnewsnetwork.com. We've got streaming 24/7, real-time news and information that affects your liberty. Also, remember to mark your calendar for Tony's return next week. I'm Gary Franchi, filling in for Tony Styles. My website, nextnewsnetwork.com. And as Tony always likes to say, I would be remiss if I didn't say it. I don't really want to say it. I don't quite understand what it means. I'm afraid that this could be taken out of context and held against me at a future day and time. I'll say it. I'll only say it once, Tony. Big lip wishes and soft hand dreams. I'm out.